All right, so this #1 featherweight contender is no stranger to this setting. Tonight, though, he believes he's just a much better version of himself and finally has the goods and the chops to actually be a world champion.
Sometimes you get there, John, and you're just not ready. It's not easy to become the best in the world. The first time this man got here, he was a great fighter. He was good, but he just wasn't ready to be the best in the world. He said that the moment he got back home, he went to work to improve it. He feels like all the improvements were made, and tonight he's the best featherweight the UFC has.
And it does seem as though we have taken two-way action on this fight, but a lot of people believe in the challenger, and I'm not just talking about his coaches. We'll see how it goes tonight. Well, he's the owner of the consensus best knockout of 2018 against Chan Sung Jung. That came with 1 second to go in the 5th and final round. Yair Rodriguez back on the proving ground tonight.
Yair Rodriguez is a guy that since winning the Ultimate Fighter Latin America has earned five Performance of the Night bonuses and 7 fights. Every time that he fights, it's very exciting. He's very skilled. He can do it all. He went out to Chicago after the show, lived with Izzy Martinez, learned wrestling, learned to speak English, just developed an overall game of mixed martial arts to put himself in a position where he could one day fight for a UFC championship.
And it's fortunate that he was able to work out his differences with the UFC, because one thing I will say without a doubt, he deserves to be in the biggest show in the sport, and Yair Rodriguez very much a factor here in this featherweight division. Yair Rodriguez, one of the most beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again back on the proving ground tonight. All right, now we bring you the tail of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, and now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Yair El Pantera Rodriguez.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Well, he came off the Ultimate Fighter Latin America and almost immediately vaulted into featherweight contention. A Taekwondo black belt, great kicking game, but the submission skills are there as well. Yair Rodriguez, a 4-time UFC bonus winner, must-see TV, very much a fair assessment of this young man who has them excited in Mexico and beyond. Not much behind the takedown offering there. He missed with that jab attempt there. Oh, nice land there by Yair Rodriguez, DC. There are so many different layers and dynamic strikes in the arsenal of Yair Rodriguez. The opposition just never knows what's coming. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Leg kick is true. Just over 3 minutes to go, round 1.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to wear on his opponent by pulling the hip.
Lands a double leg takedown. Side control.
Going Kimura now.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. No, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position. Rodriguez getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. Oh, good work with the jab there.
He loaded up there on that high kick.
Rodriguez is circling to his right. Oh, and a nice jab by him there, and that's going to give his opponent some problems if that keeps landing.
He's having a tough time getting his offense going because that jab is just stopping him every time.
Right above the eye. Under a minute to go. Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. So the numbers continue to pile up. 30 total strikes have now landed for Yair Rodriguez. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack. Not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
All right, so the round is over, but not before he got that cut on his forehead. We'll see if that becomes a factor later in this fight. Cut man set to earn his money here. All right, let us now take a look back at some of the replays, Daniel, from that previous round. And he certainly has the hands and the feet going tonight as he caused a cut there in that previous round.
A lot of times you can't even dream this stuff up, where you fight this well. He has done everything right, and he opened up a massive cut over his opponent's eyes. And now you start to see the blood leak down into the eye, limiting his ability to try to slow him down.
All right, we will see how much that bleeding has stopped as we get ready for this next round. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Right there, the seminal blow of the fight.
And it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut. Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
All right, so he's landed a few seminal uppercuts already, DC. Got to think he goes back to it.
I am almost certain he's going to go and try to find another one of those. But expect
a huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Tries to work it into a takedown. Nice crack there. Just over 2 minutes now to go in the round.
Oh, nice right hand by the chin.
Absolutely. Huge shots landing on both sides. Oh, massive diving punch flush to the head.
Nice.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Going for the arm here. Oh, he's got that arm in tight, DC.
end of the fight.
No way, he got it.
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the armbar. The fight looked done. He lives to fight on.
And there's the horn. Plenty of action to digest from that. All right, there's the horn, and what a round, champ. We got to talk about the knockdown. When you knock somebody down like that, got to be kind of fun to strut your way back to the store.
I mean, you are 10 foot tall. When you can drop another person with a strike, you are 10 foot tall. Now, the issue is he did not find the finish, and he used a lot of energy trying to finish that fight.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Oh, the head kick lands.
Nice job defensively.
Oh, what a big head kick you've ever seen.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Lands with the ground and pound here.
He's got to start throwing now.
Lands a big elbow there.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position. There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. In position for a submission attempt here. Ooh, that's tight, I'd be tapping.
It's starting to get really tight in there.
Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the field.
They may be tired, but that tired, that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Well, DC kind of just...
Got him hurt. You got to start looking for finish.
Oh, great job by him there to reverse things and get the dominant position. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Yair Rodriguez.
Nice defense.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. Well, DC, this is what the fans paid to come and see. Multiple knockdowns on one side in that round, and it's amazing to think that as we sit here, this fight's not over yet.
It's not over yet. There's no 3 knockdown rule like in boxing.
Right.
So as long as the guy gets up,
right,
the guy can continue to fight. It is a phenomenal fight. We knew it when the matchmakers told them that they were putting them together. Great fight, and it's truly delivering.
All right, so a big round for him there, DC. We'll go back and look at some of the highlights. Big knockdown for him. We'll see if he can follow it up.
You could see that he was flowing. Everything was working in accordance to what he wanted it to be. And at the moment that it showed itself, The moment that the opportunity arrived, he jumped on it, got that big knockdown, and now he finds himself ahead in this fight.
All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder.
Back to the feet now. Punches and punches.
He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Able to check the high kick. Missed on the right hand. Double leg. Rodriguez gets up. He is back on the feet here.
Good luck.
Well, he continues to... That will do it!
Oh, my God!
I mean, you got to be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
Let's go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 51 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Yair
All right, so Yair El Pantera Rodriguez all smiles after this one, and why not? And when he puts all the skills together as he did here tonight,